Hey, what's going on, YouTube world? Public Privacy coming at you with a Black Ops game, and this is actually my fourth game of League play that I did, and I really like League play because you just get to use whatever gun you want, and I think that a lot of noobs played it. I think this game ended up going like 30-12 or something like that. But what I'm really here to talk about is what everybody wants to know, and there's me. I just missed the turn. But this is what everybody wants to know, is the new Call of Duty. Everybody wants to know about the new Call of Duty. I am not able to go to E3, but I have been able to watch a lot of things that people have put on YouTube, like Machinima and all that. And the new Call of Duty it's interesting, and the reaction that from people is very interesting. A lot of people have been calling it the $60 MW3 DLC. You know, we have everything like that, and I tend to agree with that. I mean, watching the gameplay, the environment looked the same, the guns look similar, everything looks similar, and I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not, because you look at Black Ops. I mean, they took the first game, and the first game wasn't the greatest game. I think we all can admit that. But the second game, they vastly improved it, including the graphics, guns, even the available DLC to be downloaded was very impressive on their things. I think that the game is a lot better than people give it credit for. The spawns and some gameplay is a little bit off, but besides that, I think that the game is well-rounded. This game looks too similar to Modern Warfare 3. I thought that Infinity Ward did a very good job with Modern Warfare 2. That's still one of my favorite games of all time. I've logged like 27 days playing it. And they did alright with Modern Warfare 3. I think that it's died since, you know, Black Ops 2 came out. But I think that and I get tomahawked right there. But I think that Modern Warfare 3 was okay. You know, it had its good moments, and I think it just lacks some customization in its gaming, but it was still a good game. And Call of Duty Ghosts looks very similar. And I've only seen the Machinima E3 video that they posted up, and you know, they didn't show any multiplayer. That was one thing. They didn't show the multiplayer. So I'm just going basically off what the video did. It was like 2 parts of the campaign, I think. And the campaign, we don't really care. I mean, there are people that are gonna play the campaign, and you know, that they can do that. It doesn't mean anything to me. I personally don't really play campaigns. The only campaign I've ever played is Call of Duty 5, and I love that campaign. It's just gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see if the campaign is similar to multiplayer, because if you looked at the campaign, you know, the underwater levels. Are we gonna see an underwater level? The dog. What's the dog gonna be like? That's one thing that I'm really curious about. Is how important is this dog gonna be to the storyline, and if they're gonna do a kill streak about it. I mean, that would be a pretty cool kill streak. And there's a lot of things out there that we can't answer right now, and that we won't be able to answer until later, until probably around September or October. But there are still things that we can see from this, and the graphics and like the overall design of the game look very, very similar to Modern Warfare 3. I think one thing that's gonna make or break it is the guns they put in the game. I think that guns and whether they're balanced or not, is gonna be huge. The levels. This is what I was thinking watching the video. They put a lot of time and effort to putting the AI of fish and birds and all that kind of stuff. I honestly think we will see an underwater level to some sort, or an ability to go underwater, because they look like they put a lot of effort into that, and I don't know. It's a possibility. I think that they are including the destructible terrain and buildings and stuff, and I think that's going to be a big thing, because that's one thing that Battlefield really succeeded on. is being able to do that, and that's one thing that Call of Duty hasn't done ever. So that'll be interesting to see. I think that it's going to be hard to please all the gamers, and they really need to step it up on this part. And this game is going to be very crucial into the Call of Duty series, in my opinion, because if you look at this, Battlefield is high on the rise. It's going straight up in sales and stuff, and it's competing. It's definitely the closest game competing to Call of Duty. There have been other games that have tried to come out and be shooters, and they've not been the same as Battlefield or Call of Duty. Battlefield really has the step up on the vehicles and the destructible terrain. We're gonna see what Call of Duty Ghost brings. It's gonna be really interesting. We're gonna see vehicles. I wonder. I'm still trying to figure out if what this dog's gonna be to the storyline. And here I lag really bad, and I just get owned. The dog is, they're making it to be a big thing, and I really thought it was cool how all the technology that's on the dog is actual technology that they use for the Navy SEALs and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I thought that was really cool, because gamers always talk about how they want things to be real and how they really want it to feel like you're actually playing a war game. This dog, man, this dog is like, I think this is gonna hurt them. Like, this is honestly what I think is gonna hurt them, because they focus too much on the campaign, I'm gonna feel like, in this game, and then the dog has too much value in it when the dog isn't gonna do anything. It's gonna be interesting to see if that's really how it works out. I don't know. I think we have a lot of time to figure this game out, and I mean, we're gonna figure it out, and there's gonna be speculations, kill streaks and game modes and game maps and stuff, and they're not talking at all. You see Stark in the video trying to get him to say something and ask him all about the multiplayer and stuff, and they're not answering a thing. I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting to figure out where this game's gonna go, and I think it's gonna fail. I think that the Call of Duty series is just gonna die from here. I hope it doesn't. I think that Call of Duty is going to be a very successful game. I mean, I don't know if we're going to have COD 30 in a couple, 20 years, but it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see what Battlefield does, what Battlefield brings out, because we've actually seen Battlefield multiplayer, and that looks good. I think the Battlefield multiplayer looks amazing. I've seen that. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what they're gonna do to improve, because it's a two-person competition for the most popular shooter. I mean, Halo. I mean, you throw in these console-only games, and you're gonna get what you're gonna get. Battlefield and Call of Duty are gonna stay the top of the totem pole, and we can only see we have to wait 5 more months to see where this goes. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting 5 months for the gaming community, especially with Xbox and PS4, or the Xbox One and the PS4. That's gonna be interesting to see too with the Xbox One, and I personally, I'm an Xbox user, and every game you see will be on the Xbox, but the PS4 looks pretty good. I'm really liking the look of the PS4. And the Xbox is, I mean, it's pricier, and I don't know if you're necessarily getting more for it. I don't know. We have, when November comes along and it's Christmas shopping and people are looking for gifts, it's going to be interesting to see, reviews that people are giving. Yeah, so that's basically all I got to say. Call of Duty Ghosts, I'm giving it an okay right now. It's gonna be okay. They have some stuff to work on. They have some stuff to get ready. Multiplayer is gonna make or break the game, and I think it's honestly gonna break. But I give it an okay on the thumbs rating. Yeah. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll make sure to get more of this to you. And if there's some breaking news, I'll make sure I'll be the first ones to get it to you. And the videos come to a close. I get the final kill here. And that's it. So peace, YouTube.
Objective parameters obtained.